Hey guys, Kane here, and in this video we're going to check the auto battle and how it performed when I was busy not even checking the fights. So some of these fights I probably could have won, some of them I could have lost, so we're not going to look at that, but we're mainly going to be looking at the damage, the skills of even the Rakan and Rakanils, what the auto battle was doing, whether it's good or not. So, I know that I have lost this bot fight, but that is because I didn't place any army, since usually the queue took me like 2 minutes. So I left my phone on the table, I queued, I got the bot, and eventually that is why I kind of lost. It's pretty sad, but you know, it happens when you're busy. So I'm facing a 10.5 million guy. Now let's see if we could have won. So he has a lower level pet. I killed most of his gunners. I killed a lot of his tanks, even Rufio. My Avril did an insane amount of damage. I won in 3 stats. Even Variant tanked quite a bit. Healing, now from just checking this healing tab, I can literally tell you they didn't activate my turtle for probably the entire fight. And if they did activate my turtle, I could have probably won the game. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna turn the fight to 0.5. So they have their DPS or burst side against my burst side. Alright, there's seeing the archers. I think I casted blizzards. Yeah, I casted blizzard right now. Then mana cloister. Mana was on what? On blade masters and Sizo. Okay. Yeah, so that one is pretty bad. It should have been on the top left at least. So even the front line would be healed, as well as 2 archers squads. My archers are attacking Bane and doing literally nothing. So my auto battler is still casting Valerie. And it's not casting the turtle, it's literally friggin' casting the Blade Masters in the front line. Are you serious? And like my archers are being killed because there's no healing on the field. So they activated Balrog as well. Yeah, man. Activated Denji. I think the fight is already over pretty much just because the turtle wasn't really activated for, I don't know, like 30 seconds at minimum. Or at least I didn't notice because there's like literally no healing across the top left side. So pretty much this is a slow downhill and my Avril is able to DPS the tanks, which kind of increased her DPS. She did kill the dwarf gunners in the back and quite a few of them. I did manage to kill some in the top left, but if I was the one controlling, I could have probably got through the burst side quite easily. So checking another fight against an 11 million guy. Now I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I probably would not have won against this anyway. But as you can see, Avril, so highly likely she was casting all her spells again. Turtle is non-existent. So basically the auto battle system avoids casting your turtle, and usually that is rather quite bad. So my top left side is getting exploded. Turtle doesn't do any healing to make sure that they're all topped off. And I can see Avril already casting her spells on the left side on the front line. So it ailed the Rakan archers. Avril again. Then it ailed the other archers while like that side is being completely decimated. Avril again, so yeah. The auto battle system doesn't really bode well. Now, I have the last fight and I did actually win this against, I guess, a slightly stronger core player. In terms of damage, as you can see, Avril top again, so highly likely the bot just focuses her spells. A lot of my damage was tanked here, so I suppose they activated the turtle. Friggin' finally, one time out of like friggin' three fights. The reason why it has to activate turtle the first thing is because I have the reliquary skill, which will have my army take 20 or 25% less damage if they're above 70%. So that is why I activate turtle early, because it denies an insane amount of damage. Now I can already see Avril casting her blizzard on this spot right here in the middle of the screen. Um, Top left side is slowly breaking through, bottom side slowly breaking through. Avril is still casting her spells, and I have like Raxius, I have Cleo, I have like a lot of things which can CC or reduce hero DPS and stuff like that, but the bot just goes like YOLO, I'll just cast Avril, 50 times until my Avril dies, and then the fight actually starts because I can cast skills. So, my personal opinion on the bot is not very good. Like, the bot is probably one of the worst that I have seen in most games. So it really depends. There is a couple of things that you can do to manipulate the bot to actually cast the skills that you require. Now, not all of the heroes are like Avril, who can cast her skills twice. So if you don't use her, and potentially don't use Rufio because he also has like four casts, and usually it never does like the correct order. So he doesn't jump usually and then does his spins. He usually does the spins and then jumps. So if you don't use these two heroes, potentially you can manipulate the bot in casting the skills that you need. And one of them is like Cleo, the active ability cooldown is reduced of a specific hero which you will select by 3 seconds. So essentially this would make that hero skill be casted at the very beginning, either first or second or third skill. So that's like 5 seconds or 8 seconds into the battle, depending in most cases. So in such a case, you can get like one or two of the more important skills on the field, and after that, it would be fine. So I think my PvP would have been fine except for the turtle if I didn't use Avril. So that aside, if you would be going for that, I suppose the auto battle system would be okay. But the further you go, the more you're being swayed towards using Rufio or Avril or both of them, and like the auto battle system becomes just completely unplayable. I have heard of things that they will be trying to implement a specific cast system for the auto battle, so if the bot would be casting something, it would be casting like in a specific skill set that you have provided prior to fight or stuff like that. So if you want the first skill to be Avril, then second skill to be Cleo, then third skill to be Avril, I do believe it may go like that, but who knows, we will see. But currently, I suppose this auto battle system benefits very few events, very few and specific PvPs, or even lazy people. But in terms of like the power and in the PvP, like this auto battle system is not going to perform well. Now, do keep in mind, I have used auto battle in PvE, and essentially it becomes a lot easier to redo 100 times, and eventually the bot just gets the correct order and correct placement, and then you can rank higher. However, in PvP doesn't happen like that, and in PvP you need to look at the enemy army and your army and then make adjustments accordingly. So honestly, I really will not be using it in PvP unless some specific improvements would appear, especially after adding Avril. Anyways, hopefully this video was useful to you. Thanks for watching and stay safe out there.